Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well, having a good day, relaxing, enjoying this moment without the mind protesting and demanding things to be different. All right, or while I'm waiting for people to join in from my groups, I'll just make a quick announcement that December 5th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time and December 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm doing my live healing events, returning home to heal. It could be physical healing, it could be healing relationships, finances, careers, whatever it may be. You have the power to heal, mend, create that possibility in your life. And returning home basically is returning home to yourself, the soul, the spirit, the consciousness. The mind makes it so complex, so difficult, but we just have to learn how to relax, to align with our deeper essence, and allow that wisdom to rise up on how to move forward. That we don't need to figure things out. We don't need to work out the plans and all these details. The recipe's already within you. So we just have to tap into this space of peace. I think peace is the greatest indication that you're aligned with who you are. For your spirit, your soul is always at peace, always in a state that all is well. And the mind is constantly protesting all is not well. And I need to create a video, a standalone video on this, but we need to realize that spirit is not the author of poverty, of sickness, of difficulties, the struggles, the suffering. That's not coming from your spirit. That is coming from the mind and the subconscious mind, because it's filled with all this head trash. You need to remember that you are soul, spirit, you are consciousness connected to all that is. So your predominant thoughts and emotions will create your reality, will create that next moment. If you think life is difficult and hard, what is that next moment going to be? It's going to match that thought. Or if you're in a mindset that life is painful, you think that pain's going to release that next moment, or you think that pain's going to stay in that moment. Pain will stay because while spirit is not the author, it's just taking instructions, if you will, from the mind, the conscious and the unconscious thoughts. The spirit is always saying yes to you. It doesn't author or create anything. It's waiting the power of your mind, the power of your intentions, of setting that intention and letting it go. So no one has joined in yet with Q&A, but this is a new format that I'm doing each week, that if people jump in here with pain, difficulties, we can do some direct healing, much like Charlie Goldsmith, the healer. I have done this in the past, but I've been feeling more called to do that, more of a direct healing of tuning into you and bringing that energy back into balance, back into harmony. Of course, I always have my cards at the ready if somebody wanted a reading, some insights, a question about life, that we can see what your soul message would be. A lot of people can't hear their own wisdom. So we have to go another route, if you will, talk soul to soul. I see some people are here. See if you have a question, a comment, let me know. If you need any healing, anything I can offer to you, I'm here once a week on these groups offering this service. Free of charge, of course. I just wanted to get people to have this direct experience. That's when I was talking to people. I was talking to someone this morning, and I really can't convey what I do in words. I can say your spirit, your soul, your consciousness, but does that really mean anything? You need to have that direct experience of that peace of spirit, the peace within you. Words can't accurately describe this. And I've seen this on stage as well. Adyashanti and with another teacher. You can see who was the embodiment of spirit, who was enlightened, if you will. And the other one had more of an intellectual understanding as opposed to a direct experience. So it's really interesting to see that contrast. They're not about, having that intellectual discussion because it's going to add more head trash, more beliefs. When we really just want to get out of that and tune into who we really are, to align with our true essence, then living life from this aspect. Like my teachings are not like a Tony Robbins or some of these other teachers that are going to get you into a rah energetic state, if you will. That's external motivation. I want you to find that peace, that power, that grace within you. That moves mountains. And that's with you all the time. We just have to simply relax. And it's there. No special steps are required to know you. Just a matter of just being here, fully in this moment, not distracted by the mind, because the mind's creating all this chaos in your life, all this stress. And lots of stress and overwhelm creates diseases. They've shown that stress related diseases account for 90% of all ailments are stress related. So we get rid of the stress, the body comes back into harmony, back into balance. But the mind thinks it has to be difficult, has to be complex. That's not the way it has to be. And we're always taught that you need to work hard, you need to figure it out, you really need to dig in. It's like, no, you need to relax, but a mindful relaxation, not relaxing into your negativity, relaxing into your thoughts that aren't supporting you, but relaxing into the peace that is you and not all this noise and distraction. This mind is filled with distraction. And the mind doesn't care if you're in pain, you're suffering, life isn't working out. It's the mind's comfort zone. It's familiar, so it keeps it. But if you want to change course, plot a new direction in life, that requires to go within and saying, I'm not going to listen to this mind anymore. It's leading me astray. I want to learn to tap into me, the real me, and plot a new way forward that doesn't conform to the mind's requirements or society's requirements, but marching to my own truth, my own way of being. And this is enough. Marching to your own drummer. That's really the secret to create a thriving life, is to march to you, your true self, or just the self. To see all this stuff out there with this higher self, the lower self. No, there's only one self. The mind has this illusion of division, of splitting things up, dividing, and it's always all one. And the mind has all this division and separation that's not supporting us. So while you're watching here, you can always ask a question. If you're having pain, discomfort, we can address that and dive in. Or if you just want a soul message, I have a cards out as well. So this is really your time to get what you need to move forward in your life. Now, I'm not necessarily looking for more followers. I want you to follow me to a certain point until you remember who you are. Then let me go. March to your own drummer. If you want to hang out, you can hang out and reside in spirit. Just reside in peace and joy and love and harmony and all that good stuff. But we're not going to have a hangout and have a pity party and commiserate about how life is so difficult, because it really isn't. It's the mind that's making all those difficulties. All right, I'm going to just pull some cards here and just see what spirit wants me to talk with before I end, if I'm not seeing any questions or comments. And let's just take a look what spirit wants me to talk about. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Really profound message. Okay. Oh, I need a little drink of water, then we'll dive into these cards here. This is really profound. Oh, hey, Bev. Yeah, we'll get you some message here. This is really profound, though. The death and the tradition card. The death is, the cycles. So basically, what this is saying is if you keep following the traditional path, keep following the things that you're being taught that you need to do, that's going to cause the death of your life, if you will, a life of suffering. If you just follow the traditional path, oh, you must go do this and that from somebody else, or your mind saying, I need to go do this and that. That's not going to work. If you follow this traditional path of believing the mind, believing the stories from others, life is not going to be very enjoyable. It's going to be very difficult. So we want to follow the untraditional path, which is tuning into you and marching to your own drummer. So let's take a look here, what I can find here for Bev. Thanks for joining me here, Bev. Let's see what I'm going to pull for you today, and we'll just see what comes out. Let me just tune into you, Bev, and I just want to see. Hmm. Okay, let me just see what cards wants to come. So it's rather interesting too. When people talk to me, they say they feel a sense of peace. Because, yes, while we're having a conversation, at the deeper level, I'm making an intent to connect with your spirit, your soul, to bring in that peace, that love, that joy. Because that's where your power is. When I can give you a transmission of peace, things can bring back into balance, back into harmony. Oh, this is a great message here too for Bev. Oh, you're getting the destruction card along with the stars card. The destruction is basically clearing the deck, getting rid of all the past, all the future guessing, just clearing the deck. That's the destruction, getting rid of all those things in your life that are not serving you, especially all those past memories, the past hurts, the past suffering. They need to just be cleared away. And the stars is just a reminder of your own oneness. It's about coming into oneness, coming to who we are. And if you see this, this little things coming down into this person. It's saying all these insights, all this intuition is coming through you into your spirit. And when you're still, you can hear this wisdom rise up within you. It's about intuition, about clearing the deck and trusting your own intuition. I see someone else has joined. I don't see the name because you didn't add you didn't click on that restream link, so you'll need to say your name. But basically, Bev, it's just basically clear the deck, the mind's leading you astray, and really learn to listen and trust yourself. So if you're, oh, it's Tammy. All right, Tammy, let's dive in and see what's going on with Tammy today. Okay, let me tune into Tammy. Mm, okay, let's take a look here. For Tammy, what we're getting. Oh, wow. Oh, I shuffle these cards, so it's interesting. You're getting the love card along with the stars card. It's just reminding you, stay in a place of unconditional love. The shaman of the stars is just a reminder you're connected to all that is. And to really return to love, return back home and live from this place. Live from peace, from love, and unconditional love. Allow that to be your motivation. Beware of the mind with this external motivation. But the saying, be motivated by love, not by rewards, but by love. That's what I'm really feeling for you is being motivated by love, knowing the universe has your back and it will come back to you in abundance in other ways that are unexpected. But just focus on being unconditional love in this moment. Let go of the goals, the outcomes. Just fully be here and operate from this deeper place of oneness where you're getting your own intuition, your own insights. And the more you have this unconditional love for yourself and others, without the judgment, the criticism, the abundance will come back to you, that the infinite abundance responds to that peace, that joy, that love. All right, so that's the messages. I'm not seeing anybody else here. Any last questions, comments? Anybody, any discomfort that we can address? We just really just want to be at peace and move through peace and love and appreciation of this moment, just as it is. I'm just feeling pulled one card here. Let's talk about this one card. The Lost card. Very interesting. Okay, interesting that Spirit pulled the Lost card. That things are dropping away, and the mind's in protest that things are dropping away. I may feel some sorrow, some grief, some upset, but realize loss is a necessary part of life. It allows new to come in. It's the cycle of rebirth. We come, we go, we come, we go. Consciousness stays the same, but these bodies we inhabit come and go, come and go. Things in our life come and go. Everything's a cycle of life. So loss is normal, and it's required to allow new things to come forward. Yes, that's exactly it. We got to let go of the oars. You got to let go of the oars, a deep surrender, and just dive in. This is how I reversed all my incurable diseases. I was not trying to figure out how to heal. No, I was just let it go. And my insights would say, do yoga, drink water, less TV, and just very simple steps. And the body got back into balance. Because we can just let go, surrender, and allow spirit to carry us. Just allow spirit to carry us and listen to our own insights. Spirit will give you steps. You're not just going to flow down the stream. You'll look at a creek side, you'll end up over the falls. You got to stay alert while you're in this boat for the instructions. Paddle right, paddle left. Duck, there's a branch ahead. We got to take these steps. We got to take this action. But we need to be in a place of appreciation, of a place of love, and allow life to flow through us as against resisting life. That we want to flow downstream with the flow of our life. Most of us are paddling upstream, and it's a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, because we think the mind is taking us the right direction. It's always resisting life as it is. It doesn't like loss. It doesn't like change. Mind really dislikes change. All right, I think that's it for today. I'm not seeing anyone else jump in here. So every week I am here at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And I don't know what time it is there for you, Tammy, but I think, wait, it's probably what, 6:20 or 7 or 6? I'm trying to remember, is it 8:20 there or 6:20? I'm not sure. These time changes confuse me. Yeah, we're always creating a new life in the next moment by predominant thoughts and emotions. Are we relaxed, feeling good at peace? If we are, how's that next moment going to show up? Ever feeling sad, depressed, angry, frustrated? How's the future going to show up the next moment? Just remember, we are the controllers of our life. We are the author. We not even be aware that what we're creating is the chaos. Like I said in the beginning, spirit is not authoring pain, suffering, misery, difficulties. The author of all that is the head trash, that garbage. I see a hello, hi. Not sure who that is, Facebook user. If you go in that link that I added in the groups, then I can see your name. Otherwise, I don't know who it is without pulling up my phone. And then I have to look at two groups to figure out where you're coming from. So Bev clicked that link, which made it easy for me. And I'm not seeing any questions or comments or a name to give a reading. But I'm also doing something new too. If somebody has pain, difficulty, suffering, I can connect directly to that and we can clear it. The story I share about that, this woman I was talking to on the phone had this chronic leg pain for over a year. Her doctors didn't understand what was going on. I connected with her, saw what was going on, cleared it. 15 minutes of pain was gone. She had no answers why that happened. But we are consciousness. We just need to tap into that and clear that stuck energy. Yes, I see Facebook. Oh, Carrie. All right, Carrie. Yes, I can give you a reading, Carrie. Let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look here. And for my healing technique, the best way I can describe that is Charlie Goldsmith. All right, Carrie, let me just tune in. Okay, got some cards here for you. Oh, interesting. Mm-mm-mm. All right, I need to show both cards so you don't get too freaked out. We're getting the death card with this courage card. Okay, it's almost, you can almost say this: the fear and doubts are going to be the death of you. That's the one way you can look at it, and that's the way, or you can see, the fear, the doubts is going to keep the cycle of pain, of suffering, of difficulties keep going. So what you need to do is what I've been talking about all day, all this session is going within, going within to plot a new way forward. Basically, if you keep living in the mind, the cycle is going to keep repeating itself. It's like the fear is going to be the death of you. The doubts are going to keep life the same. All this stuff is going to stay the same unless you take a minute and you find out, who am I? Who are you beyond all these thoughts, all these stories, all these issues? So you're trying to create a new life. It's very difficult to do from the mind. We create a new direction from our heart and allow that to lead us. So just a reminder, just to be aware the mind's keeping you in the karmic loop, if you will, keeping the same patterns locked over and over again. It's like different boyfriends, same problems, or different girlfriends, same problems. Because the root of all of our difficulties is the head trash. The root of all suffering is head trash. It keeps the illusion of separation in place. The root of all financial issues is the head trash. Everything can be traced back to our head trash. And a lot of it is the subconscious that we're not aware of. But we can plow through that very easily by doing these daily mental showers every day. All right, so I'm not seeing anything else. I think that might be it for today. And let me know if I can. Oh yeah, yeah. So speaking of the head trash, I do have a free healing event next Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, and next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Returning home to heal. Remembering, it's going to be really about diving into who we really are as spirit, soul, consciousness. Then after the group healing, I'll do individual healing as well. If anybody has any lingering pain or lingering issues, I can just tune in directly to them and I'll clear it out. Yeah, but don't really judge or condemn yourself. Everyone has a head trash issue. It's just the way it is. It's the earth experience creates all that head trash, all these difficulties, things not working out, all this pain, the suffering, the grief, the anger, the frustrations. Yeah. So everyone has usually dumpsters full of head trash. I lived with mine for 38 years. I had a landfill, but I got rid of it in 5 minutes a day. So the mind overcomplicates things, but we can actually take it, step back and stay in control. All right. Well, take good care of yourself. I've helped people with so many different things. It's motor neuron. Anything's possible. You have to realize everything is possible. Working with somebody on their deathbed. They just had days to live. Worked with them for 90 minutes. was a longer session, but a lot of stuff there. They lived for another 5 years, because it's just connecting spirit to spirit. And we need to see spirit that to spirit, nothing is incurable, that all is possible. And if we really dive deep into it, nothing is incurable. When people say multiple sclerosis is incurable, that's not true. I no longer have MS, so you can't call that incurable. And I've seen all sorts of diseases where somebody has resolved their issue. So all things are possible. So I'm going to get more into that direct healing. I've been feeling called to that. I've always had success with that in the past, but for some reason I just never really pursued it. Then I guess this whole Charlie Goldsmith pop up on my feed the other day. And it's like, yeah, I really need to do more of what Charlie's doing. He's the healer in Australia. So yeah, because we have to realize that we're all spirit. We all have abilities. No one is gifted in one area or another. We all have these abilities. It's a matter of if we refine them and practice with those. And that's it. That's all it's required is some practice. All right. Take good care of yourself, and I will be back next Friday for this Q&A healing reading, and next Tuesday and Wednesday. The details are in the groups, but I will be live for those Return Home to Heal events, group healing and direct healing, and I'll probably do some readings as well. All right. That's it for me. Have a great weekend. Honor yourself. That's what I'm feeling really called to. Honor you. What feels right to you. It doesn't matter what your mind says, what they say outside of you. What is important to you? Follow you. You live in your body. You know it the best. Go follow you. All right. Take good care of yourself. Bye for now.